Big boy's at the spot this morning. You waiting for me? Usually I wait for you. You wait for me. Right? We're always waiting for each other. Okay, I got his breakfast. Okay. Bon appetit, Buck. He's having his yummy breakfast. Look at his antlers, how much they popped out. Now they're really starting to like stand out. Right? Antlers are really starting to stand out, big boy. It's actually a nice morning. Just a little chill in the air, but not like it's not freezing or anything. Don't drop that, and you dropped it. I don't know why you do that. You push the apples out of the bowl. But Buck is here at the spot this morning waiting. I didn't have to call him. Some mornings I have to call him. Some mornings he's here. Even for dinner time. Sometimes he's here for dinner time. Sometimes I have to call him. Boy, you dropping apples. Where'd you drop the other apple now? Hold on, guys. I need to drop the apple over there. I think you dropped it on your side. Here, I'll tilt it. Just don't drop it. You dropped 2 apple slices already on your side. He dropped them on his side, so he'll get them when he's done eating these. I put extra peanuts in there for him this morning, so he has a big bowl of peanuts too. The mixed peanuts, of course, because Buck is picky. He likes his mixed peanuts. He likes cocktail peanuts, like those regular peanuts. But I remember when I used to give it to him all the time, he didn't eat them all. Like, he would eat some and then leave some behind. Like the mixed peanuts, like this, like the cashews, almonds, pecans. You just dropped another apple, did you really? And then dropped another one. Just sliding out, baby. I'm trying to make you get it, that you get it. There you go. All right, he dropped 3 apple slices on his side. Let's push them this way. Maybe it's easier for you. I notice it's easier for him when they're on this side. I haven't seen the chipmunks in a while. I wonder when they're going to start coming out. Maybe they're waiting for it to get, like, warmer out. Good boy. Yeah, now eat the ones that fell. Let's see if he fell anything on my side. Hold on, guys. No, there's nothing on my side. Do your apple slices? Yeah, you dropped 2. I see 2 apple slices. And there's one over there, apple slice. And you just walked away from it. He just walked away from it. There's one that flew all the way there. I don't know how that flew there. All right. And now he's eating his corn. You having your corn? I put fresh water in his bucket. And I love when I overflow his water, so I know he always has water for the day. Well, it depends. If today's going to get warm, that water, I'm definitely going to have to bring more water out this evening. It all depends. Because I notice on warmer days, Buck drinks more water. On colder days, like when it's colder out, he drinks, but not as much as when it's warm out. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try to keep the camera steady. Hold on. Let me get comfy. Okay. I just got comfy. Let's zoom in. Look at those antlers. Wow, Buck, your antlers really did grow overnight. Crazy. It was literally the beginning of this week. He had like little nubs. Like now it's like popped out. And I don't see no ticks on him, thank God. Oh, and he lost his hair on his ears. The winter coat on his ears. His ears look a lot shorter, the hair. Because they were like fluffy, but now they look a lot shorter. And he's already getting light by his legs. His legs got the light color in the upper legs. You're so cute, Buck. I do see the bread. I have more bread in the bag, seeded bread, that I have to throw. But Buck was very impatient. Like right before I started the video, I was like throwing some of the bread and he kept like sticking his head in the fence, staring at the bowl of apples and peanuts. So I was like, all right, let me pause. I was like doing what I'm doing. Let me feed him first and then I'll continue. It's nice and sunny out. My husband said this weekend he's gonna go in there and clean it. So then right after he cleans it and he goes inside, then I'll come out and throw the seeds. Like I'll stay with the baby while he cleans it. And then once he gets his butt inside and changes his clothes and stuff, and then I'll go in there and throw the seeds and spread the seeds everywhere. Yeah, I want to start putting the seeds like that, you know, they start growing. Because if the grass is growing, I mean, that's a sign that if I put seeds, I'm sure they'll start growing. The only thing that sucks, my father-in-law, he didn't hook up the hose yet. Like the water hose, it's not hooked up yet, like to the thing. It's not on. So that's the only thing. Usually last year, around this time, I remember my father-in-law, he already had the water hooked up where when I planted the seeds, I grabbed the hose and I brought it here, like to the spot, and I wet all the dirt right after. So I won't be able to wet the dirt after I plant this, like after I throw the seeds. That's the only thing. But I'm sure if it's gonna rain, like let's say a day or two after I plant the seeds, maybe that will help. And the dirt is probably already wet from all the days it rained. I mean, now it looks like it's drying up actually. I'm sorry guys, I was moving the camera. We were looking at Buck's body. My father-in-law is outside, the landscaper. There's a landscaper on our property right now. But they're like more in front of the house, so that's why Buck can't see them. So that's why he's like, I don't care if I don't see them. It's out of mind, out of sight, you know? Out of sight, out of mind, that's what I meant to say. When Buck, if he hears noise but he can't see it, he's like, whatever about it. Sometimes he tries to go close to the noise to see like where it's coming from. Buck, you missed an apple and you just walked by it. It's right over there and he keeps walking by it. You know that? You missed an apple right behind you. Oh, he's gonna forget about that apple because it's not like in front of his face. It's all right. I guess a squirrel will eat it. Somebody will eat it. Either a squirrel or a bird. They'll get an apple today. See, Buck, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It's so nice out. Yesterday was cold. Like, we had to pump the heat back up in my house because it was getting too cold, like in the morning. In the house, it felt like the AC was getting blasted, like being blasted. Like if somebody had the AC on, let's say, and it was like blasted, like that, a lot of cold air was coming in, like through the AC. Like that's what it felt like in my house yesterday morning. So me and my husband were like, no, we got to put the heat back on because we have a baby. If we didn't have the baby, we wouldn't care about it. We would have left it off. But just because we have the little baby, we don't want him getting sick, you know? Especially that I changed his diaper. I don't want him feeling cold. So we had to pump the heater back on yesterday. But we don't have it too high. We have it at a temperature like 67, 68, like that, where it's not gonna be too high up. Like it's just, it makes the house like a room temperature where it's cozy, it's nice. Right, big boy? He's eating the bread now. Buck, you're funny. Every time I throw bread, he thinks it's like for him too. I mean, it could be for him too. He could have it. He could have it if he wants. He's so cute. I love when he just stands there, like the way like he just stands there. If you guys look at his mouth, it looks like he's smiling. Watch, hold on. If he does it again. If he looks to the side, I could show you. You'll see like a line that goes like this by his mouth. It looks like he's smiling. And he's eating the bread. You're enjoying the bread? And it's nice and quiet outside, besides my father-in-law and the landscaper being out, but they're quiet. They're not being loud. They're not using any leaf blowers or machines or anything, so they're not going to be noisy. Oh, he found the apple. Finally, you found the apple. Thought you were going to miss that apple. He found it, that slice that I was talking about before. That was like, he keeps like walking right past it. What do you see? I don't know what he spotted. What's there? I don't see nothing. I don't know what he spotted. The way he looked, like he spotted something. If he walks down the hill, he's gonna go check it out, whatever he spotted. Has to be another animal, not a deer, because we would have seen it from here. If it was a deer, it would have been standing down the hill. But Buck is probably gonna go be nosy now and go check it out, like whatever he just spotted. It's gotta be either a rabbit or squirrels just hanging out. He's following all the way through the bread, because I threw some bread down the hill. I threw it up the hill, like over here. I still have more too that I have to throw. But because this big boy was impatient this morning, he wanted his food right away. I was like, all right. Because what I do sometimes, if I get to the spot and he's not here, I start like, you know, breaking the bread up, throwing the bread before I call him. But sometimes he's here. If I try to break up some of the bread while he's here, he literally just keeps like shoving his head in the fence here and just keeps like staring at the bowl, because I always keep the bowl there. So he'll shove his head here and just constantly stare at the bowl. You're so funny, Buck. You don't know what you want to do. Nobody's in the forest, like people. I don't know why he looks like there's people in there, but I don't see nobody. I have pretty good ears, I have to say. Like, I could hear noise pretty good. Like, if I would have heard somebody walking in there or spotted, I would have spotted. Because I could spot Buck from, like, far deep down in there. Like, I always spot him. You know how many times I'm sitting in front of the porch with my husband and Buck will be standing like down there in that corner, and I'll tell my husband like, oh, Buck is there at the spot. And my husband will be like, where? I don't see him. I'm like, babe, he's standing right there in the corner. I'm like, you don't see him? So I'm pretty good, like with spotting Buck and with noise. Like Buck was definitely at the spot last night around 10:30, 11, because I was sitting in front of my porch like just to get some air before going to bed. And I was drinking like a cup of coffee, and I was literally by myself. My husband was inside with the baby, and I heard like walking, like leaves scattering, like walking. So, but I didn't call him. I didn't like, you know, make a peep. Like I didn't talk, because I would be talking to myself if I was doing that. But I was thinking in my head, I was like, all right, Buck is definitely at the spot right now. Right? Last night you probably were here. So he probably comes here like 10:30, 11 p.m. He's probably at the spot. Oh, it's so nice out. It feels like it's going to get warmer out today. Not too warm, but like, you know, beautiful warm. Where it's like you get that little breeze and it's not too hot. I gotta make my husband, because we have the stroller. I have like, you know, those antique looking strollers, the ones with the bassinet thingy that looks like a bassinet, let's say. When you put your baby in it, it looks like a bassinet type of thingy. I have that type of stroller, and it's really heavy. And we keep it next door by my mother-in-law, so when we go there for Sunday dinners, we put the baby in it. So that's why I haven't took the stroller out yet. My husband's like, wait for me, I'll grab it, I'll put it out. I think Buck, oh, I thought he spotted my father-in-law, because the way he was looking. But he's calm. When my father-in-law's outside, he's calm. He's like, he's not scared or anything. Unless he's like really, really close to the spot. Then he gets a little iffy. He doesn't get scared that he runs or like runs away or anything, but he like stares. Is he behind us that you're looking? No. And my father-in-law found a good spot for the apple tree, which I'm going to do it this weekend. He found a good spot for me where I could plant it. He said if it grows, it'll still like touch Buck's side, let's say. Like it'll lean over on his side. I'm going to plant it like all the way in the corner over there. Yeah, because my father-in-law said at the spot that it is, it's not going to grow right because of the bushes being right there. Like they're going to clash together. Like it's not going to be able to spread. And there's always shade over here. See, it's always shade. So it's never going to get enough sunlight where it could grow fast and grow and do what it has to do, you know? So that's why I have to move it. I have to move that apple tree from there. I'll probably do it this weekend. This weekend I'll do a lot of like gardening stuff. All right, everyone. I didn't even know I'm up to my 15-minute mark. And my husband has to get ready to go to work. Fridays he leaves a little sooner because they have a family business. My husband's mother, she has a family business, so my husband, you know, goes to work a little early so it doesn't get too crazy. But I'll be back later this evening. Buck had his breakfast. He looks good. His antlers definitely grew a lot more this morning compared to, let's see if he turns his face. Oh, let me see if I could, I want to show you guys his mouth. It looks, when he has his mouth closed, it looks like he's smiling. I gotta wait. Yeah, he lost a lot of the winter coat over his ears. He doesn't have the winter coat on his ears anymore. Right? Wasn't my big boy? You're my big boy? You're my big boy, Buck. Mommy loves you. I always say I love you to him. I try to make him understand like it's a good word. Right? All right, everyone. I'll be back later this evening with another video. My father-in-law will probably be watching the baby this evening. So, but I'll still make a video because it's nice out, you know? Even if I can make a 10-minute video, I'm happy to give you guys that. And even, like, you know, I like to always record Buck, even for myself, like, you know, just for future, like, just to look back at these videos. And even for my son, when he starts, like, when he turns 1 and he starts understanding and actually watching TV, I want to play all these videos for my son so he could watch and he could see how his mother treated, you know, the wild animals. And I want him to grow up and love animals just like me. And to treat all animals like, you know, good. Like the birds, the squirrels, the deers, like no matter what kind of animal it is, I want him to know, like, you have to respect them. Respect their space, respect their homes. That's why I try to take care of Buck's home, even though it's not my property over here, but I still try to keep up with it, maintain it where, you know, at least Buck lives like a good, happy life in here. But I'll be back later this evening. I hope everybody has a great day. And me and Big Boy will be back later. He's probably going to start his daily walk soon. All right, everyone. Ciao for now.